HESI A2 Anatomy and Physiology Final Review. Question 1. A review item describes a muscle structure or process that contains a synaptic cleft in specialized motor end plate. Which option identifies it? Option A, calcium ion. Option B, neuromuscular junction. Option C, the motor unit. Option D, cardiac muscle tissue. The correct answer is option B, neuromuscular junction. For initiating voluntary contraction, this muscle structure or process transmits a motor minus neuron signal to a skeletal muscle fiber. It can also be recognized because it contains a synaptic cleft in specialized motor end plate. The remaining choices have different primary functions or locations. Question 2. Which option identifies the hormone most directly associated with supporting childhood growth and adult metabolism in this function, promotes tissue growth and protein synthesis? Option A, adrenocorticotropic hormone. Option B, thyroid-stimulating hormone. Option C, parathyroid hormone. Option D, growth hormone. The correct answer is option D, growth hormone. This hormone participates in supporting childhood growth and adult metabolism. It promotes tissue growth and protein synthesis, and it also influences fat use and blood glucose availability. Those details distinguish the tested concept from related choices. Question 3. Which option identifies the process associated with organizing the uterine cycle in both clues? It rebuilds the uterine lining after menstruation, and it is driven mainly by estrogen before ovulation. Option A, glomerular filtration rate. Option B, exhalation. Option C, translation. Option D, proliferative phase. The correct answer is option D, proliferative phase. The function described is that this process rebuilds the uterine lining after menstruation. A second identifying feature is that it is driven mainly by estrogen before ovulation. Together, the two clues explain the role in organizing the uterine cycle. Stressed about your HESI A2? We can take HESI A2 for you remotely and undetected. We always guarantee a pass and payments only after results. To send us an email, scan the code or tap the link in the description and let's get it done. Question 4. Which option identifies the hormone most important for maintaining fuel balance because it lowers blood glucose by promoting cellular uptake and storage? Option A, adrenocorticotropic hormone. Option B, melatonin. Option C, insulin. Option D, epinephrine. The correct answer is option C, insulin. A key clue is that this hormone is released by pancreatic beta cells after nutrient intake. It also lowers blood glucose by promoting cellular uptake and storage. That combination is central to maintaining fuel balance. Question 5. Impairment of which process would most directly prevent the following function? Compares incoming information with a desired range. Option A, control center. Option B, follicular phase. Option C, amino acid absorption. Option D, homeostasis. The correct answer is option A, control center. A key clue is that this process sends instructions that coordinate an appropriate response. It also compares incoming information with a desired range. That combination is central to integrating a homeostatic loop. Question 6. Which option identifies the bone associated with linking several skull bones in both clues? It forms a central portion of the cranial floor, and it contains the sella turcica that supports the pituitary gland. Option A, tibia. Option B, clavicle. Option C, coxal bone. Option D, sphenoid bone. The correct answer is option D, sphenoid bone. The function described is that this bone forms a central portion of the cranial floor. A second identifying feature is that it contains the sella turcica that supports the pituitary gland. Together, the two clues explain the role in linking several skull bones. Question 7. Which option identifies the structure most directly associated with linking emotion with behavior in this function? Processes emotional significance, especially fear-related cues. Option A, iris. Option B, malleus. Option C, postganglionic neuron. Option D, amygdala. The correct answer is option D, amygdala. This structure participates in linking emotion with behavior. It processes emotional significance, especially fear-related cues, and it interacts with memory and autonomic responses. Those details distinguish the tested concept from related choices. Question 8. Which option identifies the digestive structure with this feature? It forms the first pouch of the large intestine. Option A, cecum. Option B, pharynx in swallowing. Option C, descending colon. Option D, ileum. The correct answer is option A, cecum. This digestive structure participates in beginning colonic transit. It receives material from the ileum, and it forms the first pouch of the large intestine. Those details distinguish the tested concept from related choices. Are you looking for Get actual questions? Visit our website pokerexams.com to access Get study guide with actual questions and answers. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description to get Get answer key today. Question 9. Which option identifies the region with this feature? It contains many glands that secrete acid and enzymes. Option A, body of stomach. Option B, pylorus. Option C, left upper quadrant. Option D, left iliac region. The correct answer is option A, body of stomach. This region participates in organizing gastric anatomy. It forms the largest central region of the stomach, and it contains many glands that secrete acid and enzymes. Those details distinguish the tested concept from related choices. Question 10. A review item describes a region that lies around the gastroesophageal opening. Which option identifies it? Option A, pylorus. Option B, cardia of stomach. Option C, left iliac region. Option D, right lower quadrant. The correct answer is option B, cardia of stomach. For organizing gastric anatomy, this region receives swallowed material from the esophagus. It can also be recognized because it lies around the gastroesophageal opening. The remaining choices have different primary functions or locations. Question 11. Which option identifies the neural structure or cell whose key function is, allows action potentials to be regenerated along a myelinated axon? Option A, astrocyte. Option B, node of Ranvier. Option C, Schwann cell. Option D, oligodendrocyte. The correct answer is option B, node of Ranvier. This neural structure or cell allows action potentials to be regenerated along a myelinated axon. It contains a high density of voltage-gated ion channels. These linked features explain the role in supporting saltatory conduction. Question 12. A learner connects the clues. House is a mature bone cell and lies between layers of mineralized matrix. Which option best matches both clues? Option A, red bone marrow. Option B, osteoclast. Option C, lacuna. Option D, metaphyses. The correct answer is option C, lacuna. The function described is that this skeletal structure or regulator houses a mature bone cell. A second identifying feature is that it lies between layers of mineralized matrix. Together, the two clues explain the role in maintaining living cells within hard tissue. Question 13. Which option identifies the respiratory structure with this feature? It is an elastic cartilage flap. Option A, surfactant. Option B, laryngopharynx. Option C, respiratory bronchiole. Option D, epiglottis. The correct answer is option D, epiglottis. This respiratory structure participates in reducing aspiration of food. It covers the laryngeal entrance during swallowing, and it is an elastic cartilage flap. Those details distinguish the tested concept from related choices. Question 14. Which option identifies the process that develops when hydrogen ions are lost or bicarbonate increases? Option A, metabolic alkalosis. Option B, carbon dioxide diffusion. Option C, glycogenesis. Option D, cleavage. The correct answer is option A, metabolic alkalosis. This process develops when hydrogen ions are lost or bicarbonate increases. It may be partially compensated by slower ventilation. These linked features explain the role in interpreting non-respiratory acid-base disturbances. Question 15. Which option identifies the organ that moves food, forms a bolus, and assists swallowing? Option A, vitamin B12 absorption. Option B, tongue. Option C, renin. Option D, tooth. The correct answer is option B, tongue. This organ moves food, forms a bolus, and assists swallowing. It also contains taste receptors and skeletal muscle. These linked features explain the role in coordinating oral processing. Question 16. A physiology item gives two clues. It adds a milky secretion that supports sperm function, and it surrounds the proximal urethra below the bladder. Which option identifies the reproductive structure? Option A, mature follicle. Option B, sperm midpiece. Option C, epididymis. Option D, prostate gland. The correct answer is option D, prostate gland. The role tested here involves contributing to semen. This reproductive structure adds a milky secretion that supports sperm function. It can also be identified because it surrounds the proximal urethra below the bladder. Question 17. Which option identifies the bone most directly associated with assisting swallowing and speech in this function, supports the tongue and provides muscle attachment? Option A, false rib. Option B, ilium. Option C, hyoid bone. Option D, fibula. The correct answer is option C, hyoid bone. This bone participates in assisting swallowing and speech. It supports the tongue and provides muscle attachment, and it does not directly articulate with another bone. Those details distinguish the tested concept from related choices. Question 18. A learner connects the clues drives water into a cell and may cause swelling or lysis when the gradient is large. Which option best matches both clues? Option A, atrial natriuretic response. Option B, hypotonic solution. Option C, ventricular filling. Option D, fibrous joint. The correct answer is option B, hypotonic solution. The function described is that this solution drives water into a cell. A second identifying feature is that it may cause swelling or lysis when the gradient is large. Together, the two clues explain the role in predicting osmotic movement across a membrane. Stressed about your HESI A2? We can take HESI A2 for you remotely and undetected. We always guarantee a pass and payments only after results. To send us an email, scan the code or tap the link in the description and let's get it done. Question 19. A student is reviewing a concept involved in preparing for ovulation. Which option identifies the reproductive structure with this function, supports a developing oocyte and produces hormones? Option A, spermiogenesis. Option B, bovarian follicle. Option C, spermatogenesis. Option D, Leydig cell. The correct answer is option B, ovarian follicle. The role tested here involves preparing for ovulation. This reproductive structure supports a developing oocyte and produces hormones. It can also be identified because it contains an oocyte surrounded by follicular cells. Question 20. Which option identifies the process associated with decoding genetic instructions in both clues? It consists of 3 messenger RNA bases that specify an amino acid or stop signal, and it is read in sequence during translation. Option A, transcription. Option B, aldosterone response. Option C, codon. Option D, a peripheral chemoreceptor. The correct answer is option C, codon. The function described is that this process consists of 3 messenger RNA bases that specify an amino acid or stop signal. A second identifying feature is that it is read in sequence during translation. Together, the two clues explain the role in decoding genetic instructions. Question 21. Which option identifies the region most directly associated with using the 9- region abdominal method, and this function lies in the lower left abdomen? Option A, left iliac region. Option B, right lower quadrant. Option C, left hypochondriac region. Option D, body of stomach. The correct answer is option A, left iliac region. This region participates in using the 9- region abdominal method. It lies in the lower left abdomen, and it contains part of the sigmoid colon. Those details distinguish the tested concept from related choices. Question 22. Impairment of which measurement would most directly prevent the following function? Measures fresh air reaching gas-exchange regions each minute. Option A, alveolar ventilation. Option B, pulse pressure. Option C, minute ventilation. Option D, diastolic pressure. The correct answer is option A, alveolar ventilation. A key clue is that this measurement excludes air that remains in conducting passages. It also measures fresh air reaching gas-exchange regions each minute. That combination is central to evaluating effective ventilation. Question 23. Which option identifies the process with this feature? It reduces urine volume when body water must be conserved. Option A, endocytosis. Option B, renal compensation. Option C, antidiuretic response. Option D, hematopoiesis. The correct answer is option C, antidiuretic response. This process participates in maintaining osmotic balance. It increases collecting minus duct water permeability, and it reduces urine volume when body water must be conserved. Those details distinguish the tested concept from related choices. Question 24. Which option identifies the tissue or membrane most important for lining much of the stomach and intestines because it supports absorption and secretion in the digestive tract? Option A, simple columnar epithelium. Option B, simple cuboidal epithelium. Option C, simple squamous epithelium. Option D, fibrocartilage. The correct answer is option A, simple columnar epithelium. A key clue is that this tissue or membrane consists of one layer of tall cells and may contain microvilli. It also supports absorption and secretion in the digestive tract. That combination is central to lining much of the stomach and intestines. Question 25. A review item describes a fluid minus balance concept that is also an important mineral component of bone. Which option identifies it? Option A, sodium. Option B, chloride. Option C, phosphate. Option D, interstitial fluid. The correct answer is option C, phosphate. For supporting ADP production and acid-base control, this fluid minus balance concept contributes to intracellular buffering and energy transfer. It can also be recognized because it is also an important mineral component of bone. The remaining choices have different primary functions or locations.